So I'm going to talk about the role of print in customer engagement and loyalty. And this is because there's a lot of pressure on print from all the online medias and from cross-media. But we recently did a survey with the DMA, and I'm going to show you the results of this survey and offer to share the report with you, because I think it really says a lot of positive message about the role print has to play if you get it right, and then align it with other media and other forms of communication. We think digital print is a real relevant part to play in this because of the personalization, the versioning, the customization, and the ability to create really emotive print pieces. So down here on the left, you've got Lawrence and the print service providers. This is our traditional market. This is where we sell into, and this is where we have our success. And that's our role as a supplier. But more and more, we're now talking to these people, the brand owners, the enterprises, the marketing agencies, because they need to understand, and it's surprising how many people don't still understand what is out there in the market, what can be done, not just from the actual printing technology, but from the workflow beforehand, from the finishing capability afterwards. Because at the end of the day, it's the product that you deliver, and the print box is only one part of it. Digital printing is not new. In some way, personalization is not new. We've had the overprint of name and address for a long time. And when you do personalized print, address, direct marketing, communication, it's been there for years. But moving this to simple personalized, and actually it can be very easy. That's about using the name again. You have the name and address on the envelope or whatever the communication piece is, but you actually use the name in the messaging throughout the content of the message. That sends another message out. Because you've got the data, why not use it again? So everywhere you have a message throughout whatever your customer communication is, you should be utilizing the information and making it more customized, making it more relevant to the person. You then move on to customized DM. This is about maybe even be about versioning. It may be about taking into consideration the age of the person, the sex of the person, the interest of the person. And then you move on to a fully, what we're talking about, interactive print. You create a cross-media campaign, and then you have this engagement, and then we're down here, we're having a conversation instead of communication, and we're actually being targeted and being relevant to the customer, rather than just mass-producing mailers and hoping that one of these persons is going to respond to you. And we commissioned a research study, and we called it From Letterbox to Inbox. Okay? We wanted to understand what consumers and what customers think of printed direct mail, of how they want to be communicated to, and how they compare email direct mail to. This basically asked all of those consumers, and there was, I think, 1,500 people were taking part in this study. I think it was over 250 hours of interviews in this study. And they asked them what attributes are most important to you when you're receiving marketing communication. What are the most important attributes? And you can see from the left-hand side, trustworthy was the first and most important attribute they stated when they're being marketed to and when they're being communicated to. And then you go down through relevancy, content, easy to respond. And then the next thing is, which communication platform, which communication media demonstrates those attributes? Okay. In red, it's printed direct mail. In blue, it's email. All the rest up the top, you'll see from social media, inserts, door drops, and telephone calls. But you can really see there are two forms of customer communication that they feel demonstrate those attributes. And we think that printed direct mail comes out very strongly. You can see in the tangible and trustworthy how strong they come out. So they're saying that when they want to be marketed and communicated to, a piece of printed direct mail creates an emotional response for them, and it creates reaction and a behavioral change. Social media in there, and I'll mention that later on, because they say don't market and don't sell to us on social media. But if you get your campaign right, social media will market it and sell it for you. They'll talk about it, they'll share it. So don't target them, but believe me, if you create a good campaign, they'll talk about it for you. And it's like an indirect marketing budget for yourselves. If you're going to create a campaign, be very clear in your objective. Understand the behavior and what people want to do. If people want to buy a holiday, they will do it online. So don't create a printed direct mail campaign that drives them to the shop. They don't want to go to the shop, they want to go online. This is one of the largest retail chains in Belgium. They have a customer communication base. They have a number of loyalty card customers, but like Sainsbury's, but like Tesco's, but like Waitrose, they have this database. They weren't really using it that well because they were sending the same 32-page mailer to every customer every 2 weeks with the same set of vouchers, the same set of discount coupons to every single customer. And they were monitoring their return and their redemption. It was quite good, but it wasn't exceptional. Then with a bit of lateral thinking, they reduced it to an 8-page. So they went from 32 pages to 8 pages. So the cost in production and the cost of mailing went down dramatically. What they did was they used the customer behavior, the customer buying behavior, and created the vouchers of only the stuff that they were buying, the stuff they knew they were interested. The redemption rate of the coupons went through the roof. Okay? Nearly all of the coupons were being redeemed. They actually captured more loyalty customers. They've gone from 50,000 to 1 million loyal customers now. The average spend per customer is higher because the brands, they realize the customer understands the brands they want. So they're giving them discounts on the brands they want. Not giving them discounts to attract new brands, which they do. They throw in some new ones, which they need to do to balance out their books. But the majority of it is about the brands they need. And this was knowing the customers and using the data better than they were using. So we think digital print, as I say, is going to help that marketeers become more relevant. It's going to help, I would say, marketeers engage with their consumers and their customers. Okay? You've got to make sure you understand the data you've got, understand the objective you want to achieve, and then use both mediums, because I think we've both got a place. We think we make it happen with partners like 1stByte. So again, we're around for the day. If there's any more questions, you can come and talk. Thanks a lot.